the Congress came out and criticized the cabinet. Is that just criticism for the sake of criticism? Because as the opposition party, you can't obviously say that the Prime Minister did a good job. What, on the points of substance, are your key points of critique against the new faces that have been brought in, or the portfolios in the manner in which they've been adjusted? Sushmita Dev.
Well, Rahul, let me start by wishing the new team all the very best, because they're going to need it. Let's not mince our words. What the country has seen in the last 1.5 years or so is sort of a health emergency. Not sort of, it is a health emergency. Now, in a situation like this, when the economy is a challenge, where we've seen national security has also been a challenge, the way the inflation is outside the government's control is a challenge, and the pandemic has thrown the biggest challenge this nation has seen in many decades. Now, the question is, the graver the situation, the more you expect that it is something that a Prime Minister is definitely not going to leave it to his health minister or his finance minister. You expect a Prime Minister to be far more instrumental in a serious situation like this. Now, see, as far as the Congress party is concerned, this is a government with a majority mandate, something this country has always wanted and looked forward to. But given the situation in the last 2 years, since this government came to power, every policy, whether it comes to the health emergency or the economic slowdown, we've seen this government failing. Now, what I want to ask, I think pose a question here in this debate is that this is a government which is commonly known as Modi Sarkar. I mean, I don't remember anybody calling, Rajiv Sarkar or Indira Sarkar. But what I'm saying is the hopes of the people center around one personality, that is Prime Minister Modi.
But that seems to be working for the BJP. That seems to be working well for the BJP. So I don't understand what your point of criticism is.
Rahul, 1 second. It may be working for the BJP, but the question is it working for the nation? So my concern is not the BJP right now.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is, just a second, let me finish. The most important question which Rajdeep has raised is the style of function is going to matter a lot. Can they even pick their own bureaucrats to work with? Can they pick their own joint secretaries, principal secretaries, which we've seen in the past the ministers have not had the freedom to do so. So the question is, are they going to be meeting this challenge? Because frankly speaking, Prime Minister is the person who calls the shots, not his minister.
So Mohandas Pai, do you want to respond
to known to be ornamental.
Sushmita